The 1-2. This is into right field for a base hit and a nice start for Jorge Polanco.
I'll tell you what, Aaron, the potential's there for Jorge Polanco.
Polanco hunts that same patch of grass in right field, and he finds his second knock. He's 2 for 2.
I'll tell you what, he can live there or shoot that ball in the left center field.
Straightaway center field. He shoots it deep. Back at the wall. Gone! Jorge Polanco, have yourself an opening day. It's a go-ahead 2-run home run in the 8th inning.
Now you could see that at bat.
First pitch to Polanco. Sharply hit through the left side for a base hit. Arozarena scores easily from third, and Jorge Polanco continuing his torrid start to the season. Out to right field. This is dropping in for a base hit. Julio scores. Polanco a wide turn, now retreats to first base, and the Mariners just keep chipping away.
Steps down the line when he read it was in the dirt.
Right back up the middle into center field, base hit. Julio is in to tie this game up. Cal Raleigh stops at third. Jorge Polanco continues his torrid start to the year. A single right back up the middle, and this game is tied at 3.
It's really been fun to watch him hit this season. We talked several times, Aaron, about him.
Polanco swats this out to right field. Jorge Polanco has tied the game in the 5th. Two-run home run, and we are right back where we started.
Just an excellent job on the changeup on the pitch before. Just fighting it off, just staying alive, and then gets the cutter. He's
ground ball, short right field. Fitzgerald tackles it, has no throw, and Cal Raleigh scores. Jorge Polanco reaches for the 3rd straight at bat and once again brings home a run for the Mariners. It's an 8-6 Mariners lead, his 4th RBI today. Base hit can give the Mariners the lead. 2-1 pitch. Right back off of Abreu. It sneaks on through. Moore is in. Mastroboni to the plate. And the Mariners have taken the lead. Jorge Polanco. The long hair. They go way back then. Polanco shoots this down by the foul pole. Polanco a ride and fair. Gone. Home run.
So good to have Jorge Polanco in that lineup, the hottest hitting Mariner since the start of the season. But boy, he turns around this fastball from Jacob deGrom.
Up the middle into center field. That was hit firm by Jorge Polanco. 105 off of his bat. It's a multi-hit night. Facing the righty Martin. To center field, and it drops in for a base hit. It's a 3-hit night for Jorge Polanco. Now the Mariners have the go-ahead run at first base right away. Polanco on a line the opposite way, and it dunks in for a base hit. Jorge Polanco a 1-out single. The hits just keep on coming for him.
Yeah, Polanco is just
At times he's given up a lot of extra base hits. Fly ball right field. Drifting back to Fraley, banging off the wall. Another extra base hit if Polanco can make it, and he does. It's the 3rd double already for the Mariners in as many innings. Up inside the Reds bullpen. On the ground, hard hit, and as Julio has to skip a little rope, races around second base. Here comes a strong throw. It's up the line. It kicks away from Espinal, but stays close enough that Julio has to stay put. But in the midst of all that, on On a line out to the gap in right center field, Jorge Polanco. What an April he is having. He stands up at second base. It's his second base hit today.
Baby of the group. Up the middle from Polanco, a base hit. And a one-out single for Jorge Polanco. Lauren Gardner in the studio. Let's get an update on what else.
One out, nobody on, and the 1-2 to Polanco. This is shot deep out to right field. It sends Abreu at the wall, and this is gone. Jorge Polanco just keeps on hitting, and he mashes this pitch over the fence and right to put the Mariners in front early, 1-0. Two outs, nobody on. Mariners up a run in the 9th inning. He just continues to hit. It's just remarkable. A 2-out single, and Jorge Polanco is 1 out, 2 on. Polanco at the plate. Polanco to right field, blasted back and gone. 3-run blast, Jorge Polanco, and the Mariners right back in striking distance. A little bit of a tough road recently. Fly ball, right field, back at the wall, back-to-back jacks. What a start!
Against that.
Fly ball, right field. He tags another one, gone. Jorge Polanco continues to mash. This is into center field. Base hit finds the gap. Rivas rounds third base. Julio full steam ahead. Now getting held. The slide by Polanco. He's safe at second base.
Hinder him for sure.
2-2. Right back up the middle into center field. Base hit. Rivas wheeling around third base. And he scores standing. My goodness. Into right field, Polanco, the hit machine continues. He's racing to second base. And he gets in there standing. It's third.
He is just so tough to get out right now.
Polanco, a bolt to right field. It continues. 3-run home run. Jorge Polanco. Tonight. To center field. Polanco cannot be stopped. He is on a whole nother planet right now. Pulled through the right side for a base hit, and the hits continue to come for Jorge Polanco. So a lighter, maybe a little frustration early on. He gets to 0-2 on the first two guys in both. Polanco on a line to right field, and it's out of the glove of Adolis Garcia. Polanco racing to second. Here's the throw. He is safe. Wow. It just continues. On a 1-1. Little inside out ground ball into shallow left field. Thomas rounds third base, sprints home, and he scores standing. Jorge Polanco drives in another run for the Mariners. It's 2-1 A's in the third inning. Polanco a rope down the line. This is fair to the corner. He's on his way to second base, and the Mariners have the tying run in scoring position.
Huge at bat there by Jorge Polanco, and how great is it to see him climb in.
Hard hit liner right past Guerrero. Williamson scores. Crawford makes a turn into third. Jorge Polanco waits. Polanco jumps on the first pitch, out to right field, gone! And the Mariners take the lead right back on home run number 10 for Jorge Polanco.
I was talking to Polanco about the adjustments that he made. He said he went from that open stance to more of a closed stance just to limit the amount of movement that he had to have. He said he felt like by having an open stance, he was creating more torque, more pressure on his back knee. And
Ground ball, and it shoots through the left side. Polanco is aboard for the second time, a 2-out base hit.
Got an ERA now.
First pitch here, and a line drive base hit the other way for Jorge Polanco. So the Mariners have come out aggressively. A home run on the first pitch for Crawford. On the second pitch
With the Twins against the White Sox. Hit hard on the ground through the right side. Williamson being waved in. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. Throw to third to get Crawford. He is safe at third base, and Jorge Polanco pushes across the first run of the ball game. It's 1-0 Mariners in the third inning. 9 games for the Twins. This is lined right over the leap of Brooks Lee. Just enough hang time to it. Polanco reaches, so back-to-back singles. On the ground, but the other way through the 6-hole, and Polanco is aboard. Crawford is.
It's kind of a throwback, right? Kind of Greg Maddux put the ball in play.
A ground ball that is able to sneak past O'Hearn. Extra bases for Jorge Polanco. That is nice to see. Polanco with a 1-out. Ground ball, and it's stabbed on a dive by Neto, but too late at that point. Polanco is about halfway up the line by the time.
He's a little open.
Of the opposite of that. He seems very closed. Here's a ground ball, finds a base hit up the middle. Maybe that's how he's always been.
That was, he kind of, I believe he made.
Into center field, base hit. Jorge Polanco has tied this game up. Arozarena is in. Garver pushes into third, and we are right back where we started. Big base hit from. Unable to bat switch-handed for so much of the season because of that side injury. Little humpback line drive finds a base hit. That's a good sign for Jorge. Hits are beginning to come a little more frequently for Polanco.
Oh, this is just such a great sign.
Into center field, base hit. Jorge Polanco has tied this game up. Arozarena is in. Garver pushes into third, and we are right back where we started. Big base hit from. And a performance the Mariners really needed. This finds a hole on the right side. Polanco with a leadoff single. Leadoff man reaching for the second straight inning early on against Kelly. Line into left field. Back-to-back 2-out singles. Cal Raleigh into side B's at one point. There was a not quite a B delay. like we had in Anaheim so many years ago. But we made our way down pretty quickly once we got around the B nest at one point. They like Gary more than me, which I had no problem with. Or and get in the starting lineup against lefties. Little flare inside out, and it drops into shallow right field. It works for an RBI base hit for Jorge Polanco. Now the Mariners take an early 1-0. 2-1. Now they're racing back. Polanco makes the catch, and Thomas retreats. With the infield in, that was a little bit more of an adventure than it normally would be.
That was an impressive amount of ground that Polanco covered to catch.
Polanco stings this down the line, fair ball. Calrali motors into third base. He's being waved home. Now the stop sign comes up, and he holds at third. Polanco a double. The Mariners in. Fly ball, tag, left field, cranked back and gone. There he is, Jorge Polanco. Shades of April. 7-2 Mariners.
I'll tell you what, and this is a welcome sign for a couple reasons.
1-1. Ground ball and a game winner. Jorge Polanco walks him off. 4-3. The Mariners win it. Hit hard and ticks off the glove of Mayer, who now double clutches, and Polanco is safe. That ball was smoked. 107 off the bat. Polanco straightaway center field, driven deep. Crow Armstrong watches this hit through the ivy, and now Polanco into second base, standing up with a double. Well, that was drilled, and a good start to the fourth. Mariners trying to chip away at this 8-run deficit.
Yeah, Jorge Polanco.
Corner, can't get to it. Crawford will be held at third. Corner, who grades out as the best second baseman defensively this year in baseball. Looked like just got a piece of his glove.
And again, this is good to see from Jorge Polanco.
And Cal now with 31 home runs. This is pulled sharply on a line into right field, and Polanco is on base. A one-out single, so 3 hits for the Mariners. Good numbers for Polanco against Eovaldi in his career, and he shoots this on a line into right field. Julio being waved in. Here comes the throw home. It's way off line, and Julio can stride across. 3-2. Ground ball. Lofton ranging, throwing off balance wide, and Polanco is aboard. And had a very long conversation. He was waving over Dan. Line drive, and it's over past Quintino. Polanco will make the turn. This kicks off the short wall. Rave a throw into second base, and Polanco is safe. Leadoff double, Jorge Polanco. Polanco, deep fly ball out to right field. It continues to carry. It continues to get out. Jorge Polanco gets the Mariners on the board. A go-ahead home run in the 4th inning. Pulls this down the line, and fair. It kicks around. That really kicks around, and now they're saying it's an automatic double. That must have hit something up above the wall and bounced back on the field. Now Polanco has really slugged tonight. A couple of doubles and a home run. Hit on a line, fair. That zips into the corner. Polanco is into second base, and the Mariners have the go-ahead run in scoring position to begin the 6th inning.
All right on cue, Jorge Polanco, some hard contact, and from the right side as well. That slurve just staying up in the middle of the strike zone from left-hander hitters.
This is into the gap in left center field for a base hit. Here comes Crawford making the turn. The throw from Cruz to the plate is in time. Cruz on the money takes a run off the board in the first inning. Wouldn't you know it, becomes a farmhand drafted by the Yankees. This is torched down by the pole. If it is fair, if it's fair, and it is. Wow, all the way to the back wall. Jorge Polanco. And the Mariners tack on another homer. It's a 2-run game now.
And again, we've seen that velo come down just a little bit from Cam Schlittler. That one just at 97 miles per hour.
To right field, really tagged. Jorge Polanco way out of here. A 3-run blast. Polanco homers for the second straight night in the Bronx. And the Mariners open it up in the 7th inning. It's a 5-0 Mariners lead.
June 11th. Polanco strokes this one into left for a 2-out base hit. We talked about the collapse last night. The big story last night for this. 1-2 pitch, ground ball, base hit.
Be an important inning for the Mariners to figure out a way to get an extra run.
And Randy does go. And there's a line drive base hit by Polanco, right field. Oh, Randy slips around second base. He's going to be able to get into third, but no doubt would have scored. But instead, the Mariners have runners on second and third now with 2 outs.
Oh, that is just...
And that one is deep to right field and going in a hurry. A little bat flip, and Jorge and the Mariners have retaken the lead here as the struggles continue for Tommy Kahnle.
I just think the Mariners have a really good approach against him. He is going to throw that changeup 86% of the time. You cannot get fooled by the arm speed. You have to make him bring that pitch up in the zone. Both of those things happen for Polanco.
As a pinch runner for Paredes. Hit on the button out to center field. Now Rosarena the turn into third, and Jorge Polanco with a firm base hit. And the Mariners have him on the corners with 2 outs.
Well, a couple things right here. First of all,
on a 2-2. Line right field base hit. Mastroboni is in to score. Julio sprints around third. The throw not nearly in time. He scores standing. Jorge Polanco pushes 2 across for the Mariners, and they take a third.
And brought to light more so than it has lately. So
it's into right field off the bat of Polanco. Mariners get a 1-out single.
But just your heart rate going up and then dropping heart rate going up. That's
Mickey Mantle, right? I mean, like, these are the names that he is passing. This is fair by about a foot. Kicks off the short wall. Polanco makes the turn as that ball dives in right field. It's a leadoff double. Set the table for the Mariners in the home second. Fly ball drilled. Out to right field. How much is on it? Back gone! Jorge Polanco with a blast. And a little breathing room in the 8th inning. 4-2 Mariners. This is out to the gap in left center field. Polanco reaches for the second time. 3-2 coming to Polanco. He gets this in the air, but not very deep. Shallow center. Butler coming in, charging, and it drops in. That Bermuda Triangle. Schumann went out, and the shortstop couldn't make the catch, so Polanco gets an airmail single. Hit hard into right field for a base hit. Rosarena scoring the Mariners' first run. Driven in by Jorge Polanco. Mariners on the board with 2 outs in the 4th inning.
go up there looking for it. Why not? Looks like he did and hit it out of the yard.
High drive the opposite way. Back, gone, home run, Jorge Polanco. And a reboot for the Mariners right back into this one. It's a one-run game.
It's been a struggle since he's been a big leaguer to do it consistently.
To right field. Garcia backpedaling, watching, banging up the very top of the wall. That might have even come close to clipping the yellow line. Well, you can't get it much farther without getting it out. Polanco with a wall ball sink. 2-2. Flicked into shallow right field. Garcia can't get there. Parachute job for Polanco. He is aboard. Tying run at first base.
Yeah, he was thinking about going to the second.
Out to right field. It is back, and he's taken DeGrom deep for the second time this year. Jorge Polanco gets the Mariners on the board. On the ground with the infield drawn in. It's an easy base hit. Naylor scores. Gino's on his way to touch home. Two-run base hit. Jorge Polanco. The Mariners open it up a little bit in the sixth inning. It's 5-1.
Stop it, boys. Keep doing it.
Hitting in with the drawn-in infield and then traffic in front of the home runs.
Base hit left field. Jorge Polanco. Multi-hit night for the Mariners DH.
It is definitely contagious tonight. There's no doubt about that. Mariners are. There we go.
A rope to right field from Jorge Polanco. He reaches for the second time. A one-out single. Off the end of the bat. And this will work out. It was a smash in the box score. Polanco
hit right-handed for a while, but now he's back and looking good and strokes a single through the hole at short. So Jorge Polanco on. The Mariners have the leadoff runner on for the second consecutive inning.
.TV for all the details. 1-2, and this one to Lindor, and he whiffed it. A little knuckler off the bat of Polanco, and Lindor would love that back again. Including a home run from Mark Vientos. A 3-run shot. That's a liner that's going to get down in the corner. Nimmo will give chase. Polanco is having himself a good night after a fly out to center. A single, now a double, and he's at second with 2 down.
up the middle. Polanco dives from a knee on a hop. It is in time. Fair ball backed up. Polanco with Spire covering.
Wow.
And there is out number 3. Out to the gap. Right center field and a base hit for Polanco. A well-earned knock as he settles with a 10-pitch at-bat single. Back to Gino's homer. Fly ball. Deep right field. At the wall. Gone! Jorge Polanco. 3-1 Mariners.
Couple of really quality at-bats by Jorge. Talked about the speed differential with his fastball.
On the ground, and it's able to sneak through into left field. A walk followed by a single. First 2 men are aboard.
Now it's huge if these Mariners can go up there and basically.
Polanco out to left field, and it's out! It clears the fence. Jorge Polanco goes deep. A 20-homer season for Jorge Polanco. On a 2-2. Skimming fair. Past first base. Gino scores. He's waving Naylor home. He scores. Jorge Polanco drives in 2 more. And the Mariners lengthen the lead. Line drive. Splits the left side for a base hit. Naylor is into third. The Mariners have the bases loaded. Second hit tonight from Polanco. To run. Line right field base hit. Polanco swinging a hot bat. He sets the table for the Mariners in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Really good.
Down the line, left field, fair ball, and this hits over the line. It's a ground rule double, and that's a tough break for the Mariners. Naylor has to stop at third. Couple of guys with some Mariner roots. Carl Willis on the right, longtime pitching coach now for the Guardians. Polanco up to the big wall and onto the porch. It's a home run. Jorge Polanco has given the Mariners now a 4-0 lead in the first inning. 2-run home run from Jorge Polanco. Sharp one hopper, and it takes off Rocchio's glove.
Have a night.
Home run now, a hard hit single. Well, the Mariners will eventually be back home. They begin the road trip tonight. The Mariners kick off the next homestand with 4 straight. This ball tag, Polanco leans into it, and it bangs off the facade of the second deck. Jorge Polanco has homered in back-to-back games, and the Mariners are on the board.
Well, the fastball's been getting by a lot of the Seattle Mariners hitters, but he went up there, sat on a fastball. And
Do for the city and how important it is that this team gets back to the postseason.
Oh, that was close. Right past Rasmussen. Polanco stings that up the middle for
that down, but you're right. Balls in right field like Rivas's, they went.
How about a third home run? Jorge Polanco. It is up onto the pavilion. Where did that ball go? The Mariners have taken the lead. 3 home runs in the 4th inning.
It hasn't mattered what Rasmussen has thrown this inning. That was a curveball that Polanco didn't just take out of the yard. He took out of George.
Lined out to right. He's one of the few that's had pretty good numbers against Sale. 5 for 16 coming in, and add to it.
He sure does. A base hit into left, and Polanco a 2-out single.
He's up on that pitch, and then he dots it on the outside corner.
Shoots this fastball into right field. Polanco's hitting against Sale in his career continues. His second hit tonight. Scoring position. That's a fair ball. Inside the bag, and it kicks off the short wall. Polanco is into second base. He stands up with a double. It's been a nice road trip for Jorge Polanco. He reaches for the 3rd time tonight.
A couple of walks, and now finally he gets a double down the left field line.
line to left. If that's fair, it is trouble. It's fair, and it sneaks out of here. Polanco with a 2-run homer and a huge 3rd inning for the Mariners.
And Polanco right there. That is a huge difference with him this.
Roped down the line and a fair ball. Extra bases for Polanco as he slides in with a double. Now second straight inning, the Mariners lead it off with a two-base hit. This time trying to kill them, but in higher quality apparently. The 1-2. Ground ball. It is smothered by Polanco. Crawford has no play over to first base. Polanco able to keep that on the infield and get an important first out. Is that a punt? Cracks. Man, that was scalding. To the base of the wall. Cal motoring into third base. It's a stand-up double. Off the bat of Jorge. Young pup up on the mound for the Cardinals. This is off the lip of the mound and into center field. And the Mariners stack a couple of base runners. Back-to-back singles. Try to put a little pressure on Michael McGreevy. Line. That ball is fair into the corner. This game is tied in the bottom of the 11th inning. Jorge Polanco, he delivers.
Polanco.
Fair ball. That kicks off the short wall, and Polanco is into second base. Go ahead run is aboard. And in scoring position immediately in the bottom of the fifth inning. 9-game hitting streak for Polanco.
Boy, he just gets third base easily.
Infield in now. Line tie game. Wow, that happened fast. Polanco racing to second base. In business in the 12th inning. Jorge Polanco.
Polanco with another double. A ringing double last night, one early.
You throw the curveball, really give it a different look.
Polanco, a line drive to left. It's a base hit. Raleigh around third. He will score. And the Mariners draw first blood tonight.
Polanco at the plate. Inside out, slice down the line. Fair ball to the corner. Cal is scoring. Julio is coming home. Jorge Polanco with a two-run double. The Mariners in front right away. It's another extra base hit. Off the glove. And ricochets right off Davidson's leather. And Polanco, where else would he be standing right now? One way or another, he's getting to second base. Jorge Polanco keeps the inning alive.
9 straight games with an extra base hit. Boy, he has just
12-game hitting streak now for Polanco. This is out towards left field and another base hit. They're coming in all forms, and he is on his way to second base. Mr. Double. Jorge Polanco, his second in as many pitches seen.
Ichiro
just works it inside the bag. Fair. He's hunting his third double today. He played a game of skee ball. He just rolled it past the bag at third, and he still ends up at second.
See that last road trip. Here we are sitting in the third inning, none out in the 5 spot.
Just past India into right field. It's a single, but a hit nonetheless. A 13-game hitting streak for Polanco, one shy of matching his all-time career best. This is out to right field and drops in for a base hit in front of Caglione. It's a multi-hit night for Polanco. This is plugging the gap. Right center field. Jorge Polanco. You know, it's been a day since he's had a double. Here comes Naylor waving around third. The throw home is way up the line, and the Mariners strike first. It's 1-0. Another 0-2. Ground ball, and it splits the left side for a base hit. Cal is held. Went back to the curveball. That was beneath the zone, and Polanco was able to work a base hit out of it. The bags are packed now. Had more extra base hits this month than the Mariners. into center field and dropping in for a base hit, and it's past Myers. Gito can stroll home, and Polanco shuts it down at second base. The Mariners have scored 6 runs tonight. They lead at 6-0 to the 70s.
Early 2000s where they were as good as any team in baseball, and they can fill it up. This is going to be a challenging play. Altuve, no, and an infield.
There's Pete Woodworth right there talking about next inning.
This is laced. Doesn't have the height. Oh, it got out! It got out! It's the 3rd home run this inning. Jorge Polanco. Here's a ground ball, backhand play, and no rip on the ball. Polanco. Fly ball on its way, gone! Jorge Polanco flips the script and
Give you a quality start most of the time. That name has fit the last few years. Carpenter loops one on a tough hop to second, grab by Polanco.
It's the best decision that I made. The rest, of course, is history.
Polanco sends this to left, and that ball is history. Payoff pitch to Polanco. Fastball drilled deep left field. Jorge Polanco has done it again. Two balls and a strike. Polanco breaks his bat, rolls it towards short, left side, cut off by McKinstry. There's no play. Rodriguez to third. Runners at the corners with only 1 out. And Polanco is having the night of his playoff life. Polanco sends it into right and will send Seattle to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 24 years.
Go ahead, run at second, 2 gone in the 6th. The 3-2. Polanco rips one to left field, base hit. Rodriguez heads home, and the Mariners have taken the lead. Jorge Polanco, as he did on Friday night, gives Seattle the lead. 2-1 here. First and third, 1 gone and a 1-run game. Polanco chops it right side and through, and Jorge Polanco has delivered again. 3-1 Seattle, and Polanco has driven in the last 2.
The timing. Shot to right center field. Varsho on the run. He's at the track. He's at the wall. It's gone! It's Polanco again! Jorge Polanco is owning October for the Mariners. He's given them a 6-3 lead.
When we see this replay, you're going to see one of the pretty headlines in this game and in this series, and really this postseason for the Mariners. And he's got another base hit, lashing a ball into right field. His 2nd knock of the day, and his 4th one of this series already.
Now Polanco to right
center field. Santander not going to get there. It's a double for Polanco. Themselves. They're locked in early on in Game 7. Polanco grounds one sharply and through to center field for a base hit. It's already the 6th of the game for the Mariners.